Hello, everybody. This is Susan Safa once again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Time is for sharing. It's sharing time again. I just want to share with you something that the insight just came up. And I want to again introduce my book, Why Hypnosis for Personal Development, on Amazon in 3 types: Kindle, Audible, and paperback. You guys can go and read a few pages, and it's about how you can actually come out from the hypnosis that we've been raised while we've been a child, and we didn't have we were not able to talk, to comprehend the stuff and calculate. So our analytic mind wasn't really completed and grown up, so we stuck into that fear, and the fear was actually being hypnotized. And in that case, that's one of the cases that you can go and find the knowledge in that book. I hope you like it and leave us a review. So what is it that I want to share with you for today? It's actually about the fear and anxiety. Even the words of the fear and anxiety give you some giggling, some pressure in your stomach and in your guts. So I can understand it. We are all human. You see that we have the shared sensitivity. We have shared feeling, and all the understanding comes from our mind. It's not that hard when you read the patterns, and you will find out that they are mostly same, but in the different aspect and situation, but all it narrows into the one channel. So what I mean, from now then, I'm asking you not to focus on the word of the anxiety and fear, because those words and attached with the feeling to it, they've been defined and categorized in the feeling that you hear even the words of the anxiety or fear. You will again re-trigger those sensations from the beginning, from the first that we experienced those fears. And we didn't have the knowledge, and we couldn't recognize, we were not able to react or respond. So we kept it in our body as a fear sensation, and then it will suck your energy. It will uses your integrity, your talent, your wisdom, your awareness, your consciousness, because too much energy is trapped in the darkness, and darkness means unknown. Because whenever you take the light, you go inside a room that is totally dark and you cannot see anything. You shed the light into that room, and then you can see and figure it out, everything that's where they are. Exactly, that is light. And why they say that we are light? Because we are actually light. We are full of the wisdom and knowledge, but we've been hypnotized. We've been in the darks, in the emotions that the layer by layer, they covered our consciousness and awareness. And then we are trying here and other side, we are all sharing our insights and wisdom to see how can we come out from that darkness. So what I mean, again, not getting too far from the main point, is that whenever you feel the fear and you hear the word of the fear and anxiety, and you feel that anxiety that is coming into your body, your organs, your mentality gets foggy and agitated, tense, and you're not comfortable with it, don't look at the words and don't look at the feeling. Look at the person or the event or whatever the accident happened. Look at to that thing. Look at the person that is making you to fear, to be uncomfortable, to get uncomfortable, to get agitated. You know what I mean? It feels like you are here sitting with someone and he's explaining about some incident happened to him last night, robbery or anything, and then or heard the news and is bringing the news to you. You hear the news, you listen to what he's saying, but you start feeling having this anxiety, and your consciousness is going to be foggy, your awareness and being at the time moment, present time, it's going to up boom splash in the air. So what I want you to do from now, especially with the news nowadays, you hear what the news on the media broadcasting, they are not actually what it is in behind the curtain. And now we know that maybe 100 years ago the people couldn't figure it out because they were just living their life, eating, going, having children and dying, and that's it. But nowadays we ask more for the knowledge. We want more freedom, happiness, joy, health. So this is all is coming out. So when the news or anyone or any event happens in your life that it triggers the word of scaring, or it is scary, or I feel not comfortable, anxiety is coming up, don't look at the word. Don't look at the sensation that is boiling and coming up. Look at the person, look at the media, look at the whatever is newsing, broadcasting that fear inside of you, make you to fear from that anxiety, fear from that uncomfortability, feel not comfortable. Fear, yes, sometimes when we are comfortable, we are even afraid of being too much comfortable. You know what I mean. So whatever the source or the feeling of the word of fear, anxiety, stress, don't look at the word and don't look at the sensation and the feeling that is boiling inside of you and causing that inside of you. Instead of the paying attention to that feeling that is boiling up inside of you, or the sensation, even the words that is causing the fear, instead of that, look at that source that is giving you that news, giving you that, broadcasting that event or whatever it is. A simple thing could be from the news that we hear all the time on the media, social media. It could be like you don't pay attention to the words they are saying, broadcasting, and you don't pay attention to the feeling that is causing those words to boil up into your body, and you're not feeling okay, and makes you feel your stomach goes upset, or your digestion, or your head gets tense, or your back pain, or your shoulder stiffs, your jaws, anything. Don't pay attention to those feelings in your body and in your thought. Pay attention to that broadcast, to that person, and recognize who is that person. What is that incident is telling you? What is that incident that is happening? Looking at the source, at the where it is coming from. Not when after it is out, you get the impact and cause and effect. No. Look at where it comes from. If it's in the family and they are putting you down, they are ignoring your insights, your awareness, your wisdom, or your feeling. And then because you cannot express it and they tell you something, it makes more, it triggers more. It doubles your anxiety and stress. Don't look at those feeling that it's making you to feel that way. Look at the source. Who's that person? It could be anyone. Mother, father, sister, brother, Believe me, I've been there. I've done that. So that's why I'm doing this thing. Because I want to share. Because I know it is all just imagination. And the moment that you are certain that in your body you have peace, and at the core you are you without any others problems. And if you get triggered and then you stimulate again and again in the further and further, and it develops bigger and bigger, the problem, the darkness, the blackness, you cannot figure out, you get confused. So we have to shrink that and bring it back to the source and see where it started from. Who was the cause? And look at that person. And just by looking at him, especially when you are at my age or you are older, you will understand that it was all BS. It was all bullshit. It wasn't even related to me. I didn't have that problem. I don't care what's happening in the other countries, that they are planning to do that. Because if the consciousness goes higher and higher, they cannot manipulate anyone. It's been, you guys, it's been in the history. All it is about knowing. And they are trying to keep us in the darkness. I just was painting this thing and I'm trying to bring it to that feeling of from the darkness. You can if you start and you try to understand that nothing really matters except you, because you are the world that you are observing around, surrounding your environment. If you are not there, there is nothing to be observed. So, and you're not going to let anyone, if it was in the past especially, now you can sit with yourself and see where and who caused that fear inside of you, who told you something that you are not worthy, you cannot do that, sit and don't talk, or do what I tell you, whatever. And even right now at this moment with the news that we are listening, hey, you guys, they are using a stimulation. Trigger. It's all behind the curtain. And as I was telling you, they made us like a mouse, rat, inside that wheel, running all the time, not having time to spend the time for ourselves, to sit silent and think about it. Is it really true what I'm listening to, what and is making me to go this way, become that way? Is it really true? If I am from me, inside of me, talking to my body and my mind, and come clear from the all fogginess, confusion, do I still will go in that rabbit hole? Do I listen to this thing in my head, or I know where they came from? I recognize, when I was 5 years old, I fell down and they said it's stupid. And that is stupid went to my head, because in the future, later on, later age, I understood that stupid is a bad person who doesn't understand. It's not wise. So it will affect in your emotional. You see that how deep it can go, and it does go deep. And that's why many people say, forget this. Yes, I'm living my life. I'm enjoying my life. You could do that. But in some point, at some point, somewhere, you will feel that honesty is the first thing that you need, and that's first within yourself, within myself. Honestly, with what I feel is true or no. And This is what I wanted to share with you today. Just be cautious. Pay attention to the one source that triggering you in a way that make you to fear from something, to become anxious, any feeling that is not good in your body and you becoming tense. Look at that person, not the feeling, not the words. Look at that person and you will find the truth. I hope that this will help you guys. It's helping me. I see it. I just want to share it with you. I think that is how it works. I found many people in my life that now I was trying to understand them, listen to them, and it wasn't useful for me at all. Thank you for watching this video and have a blessing rest of your days, night, wherever you are. Take care. Until next video. For now.